Welcome back. Oh, fuck me, it's a frog in my throat. There isn't. Anyway, I've not been going down on French people. Anyway, we've got Vancouver. It's Vancouver. I'm pretty sure it's Vancouver today. Second round. So after the last race, we got, was it the 6th and the 10th? Florsch got the fastest lap. And it means we are second in the championship overall so far. Because Florsch got the fastest lap, which means she's sitting in 9th in the championship, with obviously Tefani sitting in 6th. The car set up. Let's get on with the car setup. It is raining today, which is always good for us. But except it's practice, so it doesn't make any fucking difference. Let's get the handling sorted out as nice and low as we can. Speed balance was pretty much, well, spot on. I think Inters are right here. Let's get the downforce sorted out for Tefani. Handling is pretty much bang where it needs to be, and the speed balance pretty much bang where it needs to be. So we'll get on with the practice. Now, obviously, we performed a little bit better than I was expecting in the last race. When I say a little bit better, I mean we performed a lot better than I was expecting in the last race. Obviously, it is the start of the season, so start of the season does mean we've got a better chance of getting a better performance in. Now, as the season does go on, that performance will drop massively. It is a longer season as well, so I'm a little bit concerned about the end of it. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get a lot of new parts made up. I think we're going to need to, without a doubt. We've definitely got some nice engines coming in. I don't know how much they'll improve us by, but they should improve us by a fair bit. We're going to get 2 decent engines, and we're going to look at getting the gearbox, and then once the gearbox and the engine's sorted out, we'll look at we'll look at other things like handling and the suspension. So we need to get these guys in, have a look at the setup, see how they feel about those. The Tefani's was getting faster sections, but we're bringing them in, so I'm not too worried. It is only practice. I mention this every time. It doesn't matter how fast they're going, it is practice. I am bulk recording this, by the way. I recorded yesterday's episode today. I have had a costume change, though. I don't know if you noticed. Yesterday I was wearing a red shirt. Fuck me, we're nearly spot on the floor already. Yesterday I was wearing a red shirt. Today I'm now wearing my pyjamas. Hey, look, I like to be comfortable, alright? Don't judge a man. So we're at 95% already. We don't need to do too much here. The speed balance is nearly there. Ooh, Tefani though. Tefani does not look happy. He does not look happy with his setup at all. So let's go a little bit extreme here. Let's go that way. And let's go extreme there. Extreme! Right. So they're ready to rumble. And I think with Florsch, has got to find out if it's one way or the other on her top speed. So we'll bring her in on the next lap. Well, we'll let her do a full lap, then we'll bring her in. And then she's just going to be knowledge fodder, basically, once we've figured out exactly where she needs to be. So that's good. So Ferrucci has got the fastest lap. He looks like a smug little shit, actually, doesn't he? He does. I'm going to find him at the end. I'm going to see what when we've got the final sort of qualifications done, we're going to look at his face, and we're going to sort of acknowledge that he looks like a smug cunt. So the rain is disappearing, so we're going to have to switch out of the inters soon, which is fine by me. And we'll get on to the mediums. You're happier with your handling. We'll get both guys in then. Not worried about completing a lap just yet. We can do that towards the end. Haven't quite reached level 2 for race trim yet, so that's a little bit concerning. I wanted to, you know, get a good bit of knowledge built up like we did in the last race, the Phoenix race. That was insane, the amount of knowledge we got from that. Kimball setting fastest laps. So Florsch, she is in. We do get level 2. Excellent, great. I don't think we're going to mess around with that too much more. We'll give you 9 laps of fuel. Make sure we get to the take super soft as well. Yeah, I don't think we're going to mess around with that too much. No point really, is there? Now let's go back to Tefani as he has just come in, and then we'll concentrate on Florsch for a bit. We've got a very poor, a good, and a good, so we need to send everything back the other way. Fuck me. So where were we there? Okay. Oh, too far. That was just a touch too far. So this handling was probably... Oh, fuck me. The handling's not quite bang on, is it? But the speed balance wasn't quite bang on. So that should hopefully set it straight. Give you 6 laps worth. Get you on the super softs. I don't think we're going to need more than a level 2 on inters, are we? Let's face it. Let's get you out, overtake and attack. Now, going into this race, I don't know if we saw the engines at the end. I can't remember now. But Deforny has got a new engine. It's slightly better than his old one. The reliability is going to be slightly less than the old one, of course. But he's got Nurse. Now, I think engine is sitting at about 64. And Florsch's engine sitting at about 84. The brakes have also been slightly improved. Or was it suspension? I can't remember now. But things are getting improved, and we should be a little bit better in this race. Shouldn't have to worry too much. We'll let them get flying laps out this time round. He's happier with his setup. So we'll let them get a full flying lap out. See how they look. See how quick we are. Obviously we've got faster tyres now, so it's not going to give us an accurate representation. But at least we'll get an idea, because these guys will do the same soon, I'm sure. Let's have a quick sip of beer, I think. Oh, lovely. It's nice having a beer. It's actually really relaxing to have a beer sometimes, isn't it? This is just I'll tell you what, I'll show you. This is just a cheapo Audi beer. See that? Very, very hoppy lager. 99p. It's fine by me. It's tasty. I don't need you know, brand beers. Oh, I say that. Don't give me Tesco Value Bitter or anything like that, because it's piss. Right, let's get these guys in, get them on the qualifying knowledge, because we're going to need the qualifying trim. We'll keep them on the super softs, because, well, we haven't got enough knowledge there. Same ones, please, Florsch. Don't know why I pronounce a name like that. I'm sure that's probably the right way to pronounce it, but... So if you want to laugh at me trying to pronounce German words and German names, hey, purple's across the board. If you want to laugh at me pronouncing German names and German words, why don't you check out the Twitch stream I did with the Football Manager, the Rio Ave one. It's easy to see. It's like the thumbnail was half orange, half green, white stripes. There was a bunch of German guys joined me in the stream in the latter half, and they were trying to get me to pronounce certain words. And I tried. Apparently I was quite good, but I don't know. But yeah, if you fancy laughing at me, just do that. Check it out. Can we get... Oh, weather's come back. I don't think we're going to get level 2. I don't think we're going to get level 1 in the qualifying trim, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we've got level 3 for race trim. We do get level 2 on inters, so if it is raining, it might be handy. But we might just about get level 1 on the qualifying trim. It depends how Deforny does here. Obviously, Florsch isn't going to make it through, as you can see. Deforny should be able to get us there. We're not going to get level 3 on the super softs, but we should get level 1 on the qualifying trim. Do we get it? Do we get it? Oh, just about got that level 1. It looked like he didn't want to tick over. That really did not want to tick over. It was like, shall we give it to them? Who should we get? Yeah, go on and fuck it. Just give it to me, mate. Not that. Okay, not that way inclined. So quite a bit faster for everyone else. Actually, it's quite nice. It's making me feel a bit more confident. So it is sunny in Vancouver. That's not good news for us. That is not good news for us. We're going to be relying on the rain quite heavily. Give you the qualifying and the super soft. There's not much else we can do for you. And the sweet spots, and probably no, because we're going to go with the ultra softs, aren't we? So qualifying trim. Car setups are bang on. Can't really do much more than that. Let's take the qualifying. Let's send you out on these ultra softs. Not those ones. Those ones. Yeah. There we go. Off you. Fuck. Deforny. 99%. That is nice. That is nice to see. Now, I fucked up because we need to. Right, it's going to be a little bit of spacebar action here. We like a bit of spacebar action, don't we? No, we don't. No, we don't. But it's the only way I can really successfully do things if I fuck it up. Keep pausing, keep starting, keep pausing, keep starting. I reckon about here should do the job. And with the Fawny, fuck me, we went way too far, didn't we? Shit. That's right, we'll get another attempt. Or two. We've got perfect and cold. Oh, just needs to be that a little bit closer to the P. But we'll see how it works out for her. Obviously, the Fawny we fucked up completely. I will hold him back about 5-10 seconds in the pit before we send him out. The way we need to do things. Looks like it could be a decent speed though. Obviously we're a lot slower than Kimball. Not as slow as I thought though. Not as slow as I thought compared to Kimball. Obviously we're getting smashed back rather quickly, but Ferrucci, fuck me mate. He's got a reason to look smug, hasn't he? Prick. So Ferrucci gets his fastest lap in. 1.5 seconds faster than us. That is galling. Yeah, we're going last. Alright, send you straight out, love. Yeah, same tyres. Alright, we're holding on a few seconds. Let's get you to there. Now we'll send you out. And get you sped up. So, we do it a little bit better this time round. I reckon just as this hits the E, it's where we need to be. A little bit too long. And then for here, probably smack bang between the E's. I think I timed that about right. Got overheating good. It's a little bit too late. You got a great and a good. That's right. We are 19th and 20th though. Florsch not much slower than Hawksworth. Deforney a lot slower. But then we did fuck up his optimization, so it could be the reason why. Let's see how he does. Come on, Florsch. I need you to be a bit faster than that girl. I don't think we'll bother going out for a third lap. Yeah, not good enough. I don't think we're going to have time to go out for a third lap anyway. Yeah, it's really not good enough. Let's speed this right up then. I mean, we probably would have time for a third lap. I just don't think it's worth the effort. I think we're just going to have to rely on the actual race itself to get where we need to be. And hopefully, the next couple of races, we'll have better engines. And we'll be able to just fuck it off and blow them out of water. Soon find out though. Yeah, we won't bother sending them round. It's just going to waste some time. But yeah, it is a little bit disappointing. But we knew it was going to be hard going into this season, didn't we? We knew it was going to be a bit of a struggle. I did think that the engines we had would have really pushed up. But there is such a gulf between the two championships. I hate to think what the gulf would be like between this and F1. But we need to get there. We need to get there. It is the hashtag fight to survive at the minute, so and I'm going to try to get that trending onto it. I'm going to try with my 54, I can't remember now, followers on Twitter to get fight to survive trending. I don't think we're going to be able to, but I mean, you know, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. When Ferrucci goes through in first, he does look like a smug shit, doesn't he? Let's skip that, oh bollocks. So we finished 19th and 20th. Fuck me. Susie Perry's back, guys, so that's always good. So let's have a close look at Ferrucci's smug face, shall we? I'm sure it'll show us in a minute. We'll take the race trim. Oh, it's raining. Take race trim and inters, I think. Yeah. We'll take nurse and race trim this side. So we're going to go out and inters to start. It's 26 laps. How many laps do we get out of those? 14. It's possible to do a one-stopper? No, it's not, because we don't have enough fuel. Okay, right, so we'll stick her on maximum fuel. Same for Deforney, we won't fuck around. Stick him on... No. Stick him on maximum fuel. I know I didn't do it for Florsch, though. It doesn't make any difference. It's just a sort of a mental thing. As in, I'm like a bit... But, yeah. There we go. Start the race. So look at him smug as fuck. Look at the guy. So it's Ferrucci, Frines. We did go through this before in like season 1 or 2. Matt, how to pronounce the name, but I can't remember for the life of me. Kimball, Dixon, and Verline. Top 5. Let's see if we can get sorted out here. It is a very slow start for Florsch, just standing still. DeForney though. DeForney, well done. DeForney's got himself up into 15th with his nice attacking manoeuvre. Let's get these guys back onto high and push. And then once we get to... DeForney's setting faster sectors here. Once we get to the next lap, we'll bring it back down to neutral. DeForney was setting faster sectors. I don't think he's going to get fastest lap now. He's been pushed nearer to the back of the pack, hasn't he? It is a shame, but it's just how it is sometimes. But we're going to be able to use this boost in a second. Let's get down to mediums. Let's use this boost and this one here. Oh, DeForney, you beautiful bastard. Nice bit of work there. So Florsch is floundering at the minute. It's going to be the cars. It's not going to be her. Her stats are fucking amazing. 34D, 28-inch waist. I'm joking. Yeah, she's a good driver. It's just the cars aren't up to scratch. So we need to really sort of look at improving these cars. The drivers we've got are fantastic. So we're looking to get to sort of lap 9 and then 10, I think, with regards to fuel. Should we conserve the fuel, try to go a little bit longer? I mean, the tyres can handle it. We know the tyres can handle it. Why aren't we pushing on these tyres? We should push on these tyres. We know they can handle it. We only need to get them to lap 10 or 11. Can't remember which. But I think we need to look as well and maybe getting unlimited pit crews unlocked. It's going to cost us more money, but we're making money now anyway. It does mean that if we do need to bring both drivers in at the same time, it doesn't affect us. We can bring them both in. I think it might be a decent shout. Alright, let's get them on this straight. And use these boosts. Now, the Vancouver race we were using before cuts off here. So this is a longer track than we were using before. Our old Vancouver race, as we come around here, we would go along here and up there. And we're now adding this section on. So it's actually a very different layout for us. I say very. It's just a different layout. I'm assuming they can do a very small circuit here. What would be the fucking point, though? Alright, so DeForney, mate. DeForney, let's get on top of that. And you, Florsch, we need you to... Well done. Can we do that to other people, not necessarily teammates? I'm glad you've done it. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you've done it, but do need to push. And let's sit on Florsch for a bit. Or she can sit on us. I'm joking. She's 16 in real life. But in this, she's 19, so it's a bit of a moral grey area. Anyway. Is it? Is it? I don't know. So we're going to get Florsch to hold off on these tyres just a little bit. We'll get DeForney to push a little bit higher. And the reason being is that we need to stagger them. We don't need them coming in at the same time. We need to stagger them. So it would be nice to bring in DeForney slightly earlier. Maybe one lap earlier. And then Florsch afterwards. We're a long way off the pace though. A long way off the pace. 30 seconds behind first place. But, as I say, still going to be some issues for other drivers. They still have stuff to repair. So we'll see how it goes. Should have gone with 10th place, so why did I take 8th? We're going to make money this season anyway. I didn't need the extra 1.2 million for... I should have just played it safe. Oh well. DeForney's got himself up to 18th. Florsch has got herself up to 19th, though she hasn't... She did hold on to it. That's good. So DeForney will probably come in on the lap after this one. And then we'll bring Florsch in on the lap after that. Hopefully we'll get her to go neutral on these tyres. Don't want it to burn through them too much. DeForney has got himself up to 17th. Can Florsch get herself up a position maybe? DeForney's got himself up to 16th. Up to 16th, nice. So he's going to come in on this lap though. We'll get him back onto some inters. Max out his fuel. We'll go for 9 laps of fuel. No, we'll just go max as much as possible, you know. Park conditions are fucking amazing. It's just that suspension might go at some point, or if he has a collision, you know. Tyres, we need to go neutral now. We need to get them like round the track. Don't need them to crash. Florsch has dropped back down. Oh no, Florsch has got ahead to 16th. Deforney's going to drop a position here, unfortunately. No, he's holding on to it. He's holding on to it. That's fine. I don't know who else is going to pit. I don't think anyone else will. But Deforney is pitting. Florsch is going to pit on the next one. She can also get inters. And you can have maximum fuel as well. We'll fix your suspension. Everything else looks good. There we go. Now we need to hope for some crashes at this point. We need to hope there's some crashes. Not us either. Maybe a few people start retiring. This is what we need. So Deforney comes out in 20th, which is to be expected. Long way back. 16 seconds he is behind Noonan. But Hawksworth's got problems with his car. So, I mean, obviously all these guys still need to pit. So we're going to make some time back there. Florsch is in the pit now. She has got a repair to do, so she's going to fall back a long way. But she's getting a repair done now, and that is the main thing. Shouldn't have to worry about it too much. It does come out in 19th. Forney's got himself up to 18th. I think Noonan's still in the pit. Hawksworth is still in the pit. Okay. But our drivers are a long way off the pace at this point. We've got 17th in front of us, which is Verline. And he's gone on to Ultra Softs. Okay, that's fine. It's a bit early for that, boys. But, you know, whatever you want to do. So, Verline, Hawksworth, Glock, they've all gone on to softs, which is a little bit early for those, I would argue. I think we're going to get more benefit out of our inters. I mean, don't get me wrong, around about lap 13, we'll probably come in and pit and switch them over then, but I think it's far too early all this. We're going to be getting some positions. In fact, I think what we'll do, because we know we're going to be coming in early, is do our best to gain a few positions here. And the idea is that we might be able to see it out. Saying that the fuel's going to be an issue, isn't it? Still, we'll carry on pushing. That should be fine. Deforney gets himself up into 11th. Florsch up into 12th. Lovely. We'll gain a few positions out of the pits. And then if we pull back a little bit, high and push. Should be fine for now. And we'll have to switch soon. We'll do what we can briefly. I think we've made the right choice though. Yeah, let's go overtake and attack again. Nice work there, Florsch. Double teamed Buemi there. So, got water on the track still. This next lap, if we bring in... Should we bring in Deforney? Or should we go one more lap? I think we'll go one more lap, and we'll bring in Deforney, and then we'll bring in Florsch. And then hopefully, if we're careful with the fuel, should be able to see it out. Should. I know you're going through the tyres quickly, mate. I know that. Alright. We need to bring you in now, don't we? Do we need to bring you in now? 12 to 14. 14 laps remaining. We'll go one more, I feel. That'll be fine. Go one more. Florsch, use your boost. So we'll get the Forney through here. Obviously the water on the track's now going to disappear. Get you on the nose. Now we'll max out your fuel. It's going to be a push, isn't it? Okay, right. We'll have to do a double pit. Shit. I think I cocked it. Never mind. We'll do a double pit, it's fine. Parts looking... Suspension's looking a bit ropey. They're looking okay. Let's try and get ahead of Hinchcliffe, can we, before we get you in the pits? Might be an ask, but... I think the track's drying out a bit too much for us now. I think that's the case. But, I mean, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. So, Deforney's going to go into the pits. We're going to line up Florsch. She's got 12 laps remaining. How can we do fuel-wise? We can go 11. We might be able to see her out. We might be able to see this one out with her if we're really careful. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Absolutely give it a go. Right, high and a push on this. We know we're going to have to send them out again. Send them into the pits again. I think everyone probably will as well, so that's not an issue. I mean, we do lose a bit of time, but it's okay. I think we made the right choice. So Forney is pushing on Hunter Ray. Florsch is going to go into the pit any moment now, and we're going to get her to go low and conserve on the out and out. So she comes out in, looks like she's going to come out in about 15th, 13th. That's not bad. That's not bad. So we're going to have her sitting sort of low to begin with, and then we'll try to give her a bit of a boost at the end. If we can do this without pitting her, then brilliant. Maybe we go medium neutral to start with. Forney, he's up into 11th. He is on the tail of Hunter Ray still. Aleshin has retired, which is helpful. Florsch in 13th still. Forney up into 9th. He's worried about his suspension, is he? He needs you to hold on just a little bit longer, mate, okay? Just a teeny, tiny, weeny little bit longer. If you can hold on, that'd be fantastic. So Florsch does have excessive fuel now, so that's good to see. It's these tyres we're concerned about now. Whether those tyres will hold out. Obviously, Forney we know we're going to send back in. We know that. We'll have to send him out. And we've got to get himself up into 8th ahead of Hunter Ray. That's good. And who's ahead of us? Bell. Now, who's ahead of us? Who's going to have issues? Bell seems to be doing okay. Peugeot. All of these guys seem to be fine with their parts. They're not having any problems whatsoever. Frein's up in 1st. Florsch up to 12th. Sit on Florsch for a bit. Just want to see her tyres out. Just a couple of laps. Who's behind us? Glock is going to go into the pits. That's got to be Timo, surely. So Florsch can go one more lap on the lesser sort of tyre degradation. And then we'll pull her onto the higher one. So Forney gets himself, like Forney's still 8th. I thought he was just about to take 7th. He is in the fight for 7th though, so let's sit on him for a bit. So he's at 49%, is he? Your suspension's on there. Okay. I need you to see it out though, girl. Okay. Hunter Ray's going to go into the pit any minute. Forney's right there on the tail of Kimball, isn't he? He's right there. So Forney gets himself up into 4th, but we will need to pit him before the end of this race. Alexander Rossi is out of fuel. That is good. Where is he? He's up here. So he's going to lose a lot of time. Where is he? He's miles around. He's miles away. So that could be beneficial. I don't think we're going to get ahead of him. No, we are. We're not going to be very far ahead of him, but we're going to get ahead of him. Forney's sitting in 3rd now. And Florsch in 5th. Now, Florsch should be fine at this point. I'm going to get her to hold back on those tyres a bit longer. If Forney's going to come in on this lap, he's going to go out on another set of Ultra Softs. Yeah. Wait. That'll do. Won't worry about fixing his parts. Yeah. Lovely. So I'm not going to push him any harder on these. I need these to last out. Saying that, we can do that. Keep as much fuel back as possible. Give him a boost here. Florsch in 4th. Let's give her a boost here. So she uses her boost, pulls away from Peugeot a little bit. I say Peugeot, it's definitely going to be like Pigot or Pigot, isn't it? It's not going to be Pigot, it's going to be Pigot. It's not going to be Peugeot, put it that way. I know a person called Peugeot, and it's got an E in it. So, now we're at 66% of these tyres. Suspension is starting to go. I think we can see it out for the next 4 laps, whatever it is. Forney does drop down to 5th, but he is in the pit. He gets a decent pit. And how's he coming out? Where's he coming out? He comes out in 8th. Not bad at all. Right on the tail of Bell. Doesn't have any issues with his car. Hildebrand, you had an issue with your car in the last race. I don't think you have it in a minute. Dixon has. Peugeot doesn't. Florsch does. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one anyway. So we've got 4 laps remaining. Should be fine with Florsch. I'm not going to push her fuel yet. Might soon. Now, do we pull back on these tyres and go for high engine on Deforney? I think we should. I think he's going to see it out. I think you should be able to see it out, Florsch. Should be able to see it out. It's risking it, but she's in a good position. I don't really want to lose that position. We need to take the chance and get these points. That's why we did what we did. We are going to have to do the full 3 laps though, so it is a little bit concerning. She's in 4th though. She's doing well. Dixon's going to have to come in, I reckon, to fix some parts. Hopefully. Deforney's sitting in 7th, just pulled away from Hildebrand a little bit. Probably not enough. 8%. Oh fuck! We're definitely going to have to bring her in. Won't change the tyres. Won't change the fuel. We'll literally just do that. We'll take it. Should we risk it and go for a fast? No, we better not. We better just take a balanced. That is disappointing. But Dixon's just retired, so we're definitely going to finish ahead of Dixon. So we're definitely not going to be doing last place. So Florsch comes in. Now we should get some better sponsorship offers after this as well, because we left the 2 offers, or 3 offers that we had alone, and they should disappear after 2 races. So we should theoretically have, well, better offers. So she comes in, got enough fuel still, she's got enough tyres still. That is perfectly fine. We're going to get Deforney to really push hard now. We're going to sit on Deforney real quick. He has got 4th place in front of him. That is Bell. Can we get onto Bell? Can we get onto Peugeot? We get onto Bell. I don't think Peugeot is going to be possible. He's 14 seconds ahead and he looks like he's in a good position. Same for Kimball, though Kimball's having issues. Ferrucci, don't know. Hopefully Kimball will end up pulling out. Hopefully. So we've got excess fuel for Florsch here. Is this the last lap? Oh, Deforney. Deforney, no, mate. No, don't let Bell past you. No. Right, this is the last, okay. So Deforney's just let 5th place slip from his 4th place slip from his grasp. He does finish 5th though, so that's not too bad. Florsch looked like she's about to get a 10th place, which again isn't too bad. She finished 10th in the last race, but I don't think we get fastest lap at all. A little bit disappointing, but it's not a bad race, really. Better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And there is the smug-looking cunt. He looks like a smug cunt, doesn't he? He really does. I don't like him. I don't like him. Anyway, let's get through to the next stage, see if there's any issues with any other cars or any other drivers. Ours should be perfectly fine. No. So, Aleshin gets fastest lap bonus, even though he didn't finish. So, Ferrucci first, Kimball for a second, Pigo third, Bell 4th, Deforney 5th. There's a lot of Americans in this league, isn't there? Jesus. 7. Fucking hell. So Deforney does sit in 4th overall. Florsch stays in 9th. And we've slipped down to 3rd. But we're on the same points as Chip Ganassi. And 7 points ahead of Sauber. Only 6 behind Dreyer and Reinbold at the start. It's not a bad start we've got here. Not a bad start at all. Not too shabby, as they say. We'll have a quick look, see what's what with regards to the parts. See what reliability they've got. Might start looking and pushing into performance soon as well. So, Florsch has got a new unlock, sweet spot, so that's going to be helpful. You've got a dodgy neck, so your fitness has gone down massively. That's not great. Happiness for the chairman's gone up by 41%. Aren't we glad we took that money when we did? Marketability's at 46%. Doesn't seem to be any change. So I don't know why. Anyway, we gained some more money there. We're up to 7.6. We did obviously pay out for the forecast sent out on not before the last race, but at the end of the last race. I think we've got like 13 weeks left on that till it's here. So we've got 3 more races. That should turn up. But our headquarters should then punch up a little bit. Some decent stuff, I suppose. But overall, we're pretty damn shocking. So, let's have a look at interview with Eurosport. She needs to button it. Only 5% morale. Everything else would just cause us problems. Susie Perry's here, talking about the wrong person. And Eri Kimura will be one of the... Yeah, very weak. Pay driver. Pretty shit, though. I don't think there's anyone else left to scout, is there? I think we're scouting what's left. Yeah, we are. Oh, well. So, if we head to the car... We'll wait till it's fixed, and we can have a decent look. There's a car over there. It's lovely. So, we'll go to the car. We've got sponsorship offers. Let's do that first. No, they're shit offers, aren't they? They are shit offers. So... So 8 races, 60. The middle one's 60 grand more per race than the one on the left. And 8 races were 60 times that. It's 480,000. That's already Pioneer's already better than BlackBerry. And I would assume as it's 70 grand more, half the money. 70 times 8 is yeah. So the best one is Pioneer. So we'll go ahead and take that. We're better off taking it than leaving it longer. We'll start losing too much money. That's not a brilliant one. Our sponsorship's gone down. But I mean, Gaknang left, didn't she? Of course she did. She had marketability. I'm sitting there thinking we should get 3-star sponsors. No, because Gaknang left. I say she left. We fired her. Could have really got her as a reserve driver, but it just cost us too much money. We'll get a decent reserve driver at some point. Anyway, let's try to have a look at these parts, shall we? So the engine's at 82%. We'll get these two up to scratch, I guess. We'll take the engine away, put it into this one. There's no point in trying to improve that one any further. That's going to be 15 days after the race, is it? Well, it's the best thing we could do, isn't it? What we'll do, I'm going to call an end to the episode. When you see us in the next race, I hopefully have the engines... Well, the gearbox should be around about 90%. I'll stop it around about 90%. Brakes should be around about 85%. I'll stop it there. And we'll start pushing on these engines, getting the performance up. But yeah, anyway, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode. Obviously, this is the Fight for Survival, the hashtag Fight for Survival. Check me out on Twitter. Add me on Twitter if you want to keep up to date with when these videos are coming out, when I'm going to stream. That's the best way to find out when my streams are going to be on Twitch. And I will see you all when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye. Wait. Why this no work? Is it this one? Might be this one.